Hey everyone, it's your man James, back again with some more comic book reviews for you. Today we're going to take a look at Alien Legion on the Edge #1, courtesy of Chuck Dixon, Larry Stroman, and Mark Farmer. I checked this out because of a recommendation by the writer himself, Chuck Dixon, right here on YouTube. He does videos sometimes, and he does a question and answer type video, and in one of them somebody asked him some questions about Alien Legion, and he noted that this storyline was probably one of his favorites. So I figured if it's good enough for the writer, well, maybe it'd be good enough for me. You know, I've heard of Alien Legion, but I never read anything of it before, so this is like my very first time reading the book. So it should be rather interesting, I would hope. And let's dig right on in here. But the basic premise of the story here is you know, the Legion is basically like the Foreign Legion, only space. And we'll give you it right here. Footsloggers and soldiers of fortune, priests and poets, killers and cads. They fight for a future, gallarchy, for cash, a cause, for the thrill of adventure. Legionnaires live rough and they die hard, tough as tungsten and loyal to the dirty end. And Force Nomad is the home of the toughest of the lot. The planet Seabreeze in the Pantel system of the Thermore galaxy. The inhabitants have been at war with one another for nearly 3 cycles. It's a war over mating rituals, or maybe it's dining etiquette. The Sibaris are a most confounding race. Under my command, Force Nomad was brought in to bring peace to this world. But the storm season is upon the planet, and all the inhabitants have sought refuge in underground shelters. They'll make war again when the weather clears. For now, I can order my command off-planet. We can return to Greel Base until we are needed again. Peace is a most fragile thing. There will be work again soon for Force Nomad. So basically what it is, these are like the scum of the galaxy, basically, who have been consigned to a military force, and they're a peacekeeping, a quote-unquote peacekeeping force, probably more pacification unit than anything else. And so they've just ended one tour of duty, and so they're going to head back to their base for rest. You know, we get to see, you know, there's various different aliens. It's not one race, it's not 2 races, like many races. And so they're heading back to their base when a penal ship full of convicts is overtaken by the convicts. And so once again, they're called into action. You know, Nomad Force is called in action to take down the penal ship. And as they go after them, you know, they battle in space for a bit, and then they end up getting caught in the gravity well of what they call a black star, or I guess what we would call a black hole. And so to save themselves, it takes everything they have to steady the ship on the event horizon of the black hole. And as it turns out, there's no way out. They're trapped. You know, they don't have enough power in the ship to get past the event horizon of the black hole, and so they're all stuck there. You know, we got right here. What does it mean, Jugger? It means we're going to sit in the black heart of the galaxy till the Ramen end of time. It means we're going to starve to death. Of course, some of us might eat better than others, you know. And then, I've had enough of you, Grimrod. Is that so, Tamara? Bam. So, you know, even among themselves, you know, when they're in a pickle like this, there's still conflicts of personality and things like that. And so they're trying to find a way to escape from this. And they find out that there are other aliens and other ships that have been trapped in here for longer than they have been. You know, and one of the races is quite hostile. They kill other races that get trapped in there and steal their technology for themselves. Meanwhile, there's another group. This group over here, these here. We are the Benoningans. We have been trapped in the eye of the Gagrin for many ages. We have worked to escape, but there is no escape. Gagrin is a greedy god and jealous of his prizes. So, these are beings that have been trapped here a long time. So the Legion decides they have to try to work together with them before some of the more nefarious forces come out to take them out, like they do the convicts they were sent in to pacify. They get pacified by the more murderous aliens that are trapped within the event horizon. So overall, I really liked this. It was kind of fun. It was interesting, interesting to see like a military thing with so many different types of characters, and all the various, interpersonal conflicts between some of the characters. Sometimes it was a little hard, like you saw with the one race's name. It's a little hard to pronounce that stuff, so it made it a little difficult at times when you're reading. Didn't care for that too much. Then you got things like this. Take a look at the page. Take a look at this panel right here. You see, it's a close-up shot of this guy's goggles. But if you didn't know, you can't really tell. It's hard to see what that is, or even better is on page 1 here. You got this. What's this over here? We can't really tell. It doesn't really show. I didn't like how sometimes the extreme close-ups sort of detracted from the storytelling. It takes you out of things because you spend so much time trying to figure out what is it I'm looking at. Oh, it's a close-up of somebody's eye. And it just I didn't care for that too much. Larry Stroman's been known to do those things in his work. I've never really liked it. It's probably one of the few detriments in his work history that I've seen over the years, when he does those extreme close-ups that makes it hard to see what you're actually reading. But then you get stuff like this right here. I mean, like just look at this. I mean, that's just incredible right there. That double pager here. I mean, just that really spells it out. And I really liked the pace. You get lots of downtime with the cast, so you get to know them a little bit, so you understand who these people are, what they're about. You got Grimrod, who's the jerk. You got Tamara here, who's a mother and probably one of the most caring people. You've got all kinds of great, like I said, just great alien designs and great high tech design stuff. The armor they wear, the ships they fly. It's really great. You can see the military bearing on things. Here we go. Got Grimrod going through his weapon. Here's me slip knife and sharpen bar. Cut through a hoarder's hide this will. Snub pistol. Hide it near anywhere. 5 shots of subatomic particles. Molly wire. Take off a bowspor's head with a flick of the wrist. He's just very into his weapons. And that's something you would expect of someone who's a military-minded person, to have a lot of interest in that. It's really a very well-done story. I mean, it's a little slow at first, especially if you're just coming into it new like I did. But Dixon does a great job of, keeping the pacing going, even in a downtime, even before they're called back into action. He keeps it going. He gets, like I say, gets lots of great character moments with some of these characters. Here's another shot, I was talking about with Stroman, close-up of the eye, just don't really like that. But then you balance it with this stuff like that. I mean, that's just incredible. And I will say that out of all the people I've seen ink Stroman over the years, without a doubt, Mark Farmer is the best inker I've ever seen work on Larry Stroman stuff. I mean, to me, these guys should be made a team like forever. Like, they should never have been apart. Like, anytime Stroman drew something, it should have been Farmer inking him, because the work they produce is just, like I said, when they're really, I mean, like, just look at the design on these aliens. I mean, it's just, look at that. That's incredible. That's just incredible work. Overall, like I said, this is a really good story. I liked it a lot. It actually got me interested, not just to finish out the miniseries, but it also makes me think about checking out some more Alien Legion stuff. So, overall, I give it 7 out of 10. Definitely a very, very solid book. Very good stuff. If you're into like sci-fi and action, this will definitely give you what you want. Um, and like I said, it's there's little bits in there. Like I said, some of the dialogue, because of using alienese languages and stuff, and makes it a little hard to read sometimes. And definitely when Stroman goes a little overboard sometimes with those extreme close-ups, it can take you out of the moment. But overall, this is just very solid work, and I really liked it a lot. So I would definitely recommend. Check out Alien Legion on the Edge. You know, it's sci-fi, it's action, it's adventure, it's drama, it's, you know, everything you would want in that type of a story. So make sure to go and check this out if you can. You should be able to find it. It's from Marvel, from their Epic imprint. This is circa from 1990, so it's, you know, it shouldn't be too difficult to find. Great early 90s work by some great talents that we've all known for quite a while. So I definitely check it out if you're a fan of sci-fi and action movies. You know, stuff with aliens, stuff with, you know, maybe like military. This will fit your bill quite nicely, I think. And like I said, I definitely want to check out more of it. So I mean, I can't think of any higher praise to say than this book made me want to check out more Alien Legion. So that'll do it for this review. If you like what you heard, hit the like button there and drop me a comment. If you didn't like what you heard, drop me a comment as well. I always want to hear what people have to say about my reviews. And make sure to smash that subscribe button right there so you can never miss another review or anything else I post here on the channel. And until next time, take care.